Rebounded by Anthony.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Anthony on the wing. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Christopher, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wasted no time on that one.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Los Angeles with another miss. Toronto leading by 14. Inside. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith, the kick out to Simons. Hits it from three-point range.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
From deep, the shot comes out, and so it's the Toronto Raptors. They'll lead in 11 points to end the quarter, and the three-point shot has been big for them. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Anthony Simons out there with Black. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Salon in at the 4. Podziemski on the wing. Martin with a screen on Dick. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Raptors. It's Dick on the wing. Pass to Salon. Now here's Simons. Back to Black. Shoots over Podziemski. Black, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now Martin. Now Podziemski. Buries it from three-point range. Podziemski's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your record to Sandy.
With some changes. Brownie's checked in, and it's Batum in for Dick. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And Batum kicks to Simons. Outside, Batum. It's Black in the corner. Pass to Salon. Sinks the triple. Salon's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Lets it go with the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside, Simons. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Clowney and again Los Angeles with the triple. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Pass to Salon. Here's Black. His three-pointers off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage in. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Salon. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum for three. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Bridges outside. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Salon gets it to go.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. They felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
He's checked in for the Raptors. Fears comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for Los Angeles, Christopher's checked in, and Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Clingan the screen for Fears. The three. Traps in the tray. He has 38 in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Back to Anthony. They set the screen. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Dick. Fires for three, and Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you guys.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for the Clippers. Black comes in for Grady Dick. And the Clippers call time here. .102 left in the first half of the game. Anthony right side. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Takes the three. Rebound by Christopher. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. It's been very ugly thus far. A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Junior, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Toronto holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot. It's in!
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference finals. But on any given night, this team is dangerous.
I don't know, Shaq. They look good.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. They've got Fear. Mikal Bridges out there with King. Then there's Klingon. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
It's striking to see how quick Anthony's release is. Ball's only in his hands for a split second.
Pass to Fear. They set the pick. Rolls it from 20, and he hits the jump shot.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Anthony. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
To the wing right side. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
An unpredictable guard. Fears is solid at realizing when he should look to dish.
And here is Anthony. He's got 11. They get it back. Christopher, that's good. Christopher's got 6.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of the timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. The Raptors third. Fifth, the Clippers.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
Pass to Fear. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Christopher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Anthony for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Klingen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
And Anthony gets it to go.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Toronto leading by 21. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. LA's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The tray. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. A 3-ball. And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
This young man has no fear. Anthony will go right at the defender if he has to.
3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
A physical guy, Anthony, might have to get used to these trips to the line.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Toronto. Simons, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he nails the 3rd. Podziemski with it. He's got 5. Bridges finds Podziemski. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Black. That's tipped. And they're pushing it up. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you, Kevin.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Outside Anthony fires the 3. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
They get it back. Another block. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Black. Nothing on the board. And Anthony is good for 3.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
1:52 left to play in the third. Bridges outside. Pass to King. Toronto working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Going in the screen for Bridges. And again, Toronto no up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Smith outside. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now, here's Simon. Anthony on the wing. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Bridges outside. Pass to Fears. Back to Bridges. Now Fears. And here is Bridges. No good on the triple. Smith feeling it out a bit. Outside Anthony. Right side, Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Simons has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. How about a look at today's State Farm assist to the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jake is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Batum, and it's Christopher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Batum kicks to Simons. Here's Dick. He's defended by Podziemski. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. That one goes in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And it's Mozgov in the corner. Pass to Podziemski. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Got a piece of it. Batum with the steal. Here's Salon. Mozgov covering. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Raptors leading by 13. with the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Some changes for Toronto. Donovan Clingan comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Edwards in for Brandon Podziemski. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Smith is checked in. It's Dick on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you know, everyone's aware of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
Smith outside from the wing, and Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Toronto working the ball around now. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Green. Green shot on the way. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Now Dick. Bounce pass, Simon. Smith with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Clippers foul. Dick, second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And the Raptors with some changes. Mikal Bridges checked in for Martin, and Fears is subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for Los Angeles, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Grady Dick, and Black's subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Both free throws good from Green. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Clippers trail by 16. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And the Clippers miss again. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Clingan the screen for Fears. Connects again.
And he's got 60. Most Hall of Famers never get here once. He's been in the 60s now multiple times.
This 60-point masterpiece ties him for 5th on the all-time 60-point list.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
Outside Bridges. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Clippers trail by 19. Now Black, the three from Anthony. And Clingan pulls it down. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. And here is Bridges. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. For the Clippers. Pass to Dick. Jacks up a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
You never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
Edwards, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Terry's checked in for Carlton Carrington. Toronto leading by 16. Outside Martin. Here's Brandon. Covered by Simon. Got a piece of it. Puts up the three. Does not go. Toronto, they've gone father-rate shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Toronto.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. Dick buries the jumper. 16-point lead. 41 seconds left in the 4th. Edwards against Dick. Here's Augman. Comes in the post.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Outside, Simons. And so Toronto takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks.
And a peek into the locker room. Players up. Festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce, and the starting group for the Celtics. We got Risache, he's out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Carter in at the point guard position. And it's good! Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding grid.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
And here's Young. Three-pointer off the mark. Sharp finds Carter. On the wing, Risacher. Covered by Love. Pass to Sharp. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Carter. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Risacher. And Boston again with the bucket.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
Outside Young to stop the run. Calgary again can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Timeout called, Calgary. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Love, a screen on Carter. Looking to end the run. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Calgary has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Love. The rebound by Jackson.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Outside Risacher. Launches a 3. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Calgary. We talked about Kevin Durant, just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Carter. Back to Risacher. Wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Risacher's got 7 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Now Young. 13 points in the win against Philadelphia. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
Looking at who's out there now for Calgary. Bridges comes in for Edwards. And Holiday subbed in for Young. Back to Rizachet. Holiday against Carter. The 6-footer. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Holiday passes to Love. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. He has 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And Boston with some changes. Owens comes in for Sharp. Shireman comes in for Carter. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Out to the right wing. He shoots it. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Outside Love. Fires the 3. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Celtics lead by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3 from Rizachet. Love grabs the miss. And for Calgary, their shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, now holding a 12-point lead at And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
They've got Benedict Mathurin. He's out there with Trae Young. And it's Wang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Boston, we've got Murray. And it's Murray Boyles in at the power forward position.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Young misses. Celtics lead by 12. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Murray Boyles. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Wang, no good. The Celtics shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Owens, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. B.A., back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Timeout called Calgary. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Kevin Love's checked in for Calgary. Edwards comes in for Mathurin. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Inside. The putback. The rebound by Jackson.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Owens, the pass to Sharp. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Mathurin's checked in for Calgary. And he's good on the second. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Calgary. Outside Mathurin to end the drought. Boston with a rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Carter. Pass to Owens. Jackson the screen to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And the layup is good off the glass.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Three-pointer Mathurin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Outside Risacher. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Risacher's got 10 points in the game. Calgary has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Love. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whoa, Jackson Jr. using that reach, protecting the rim. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Love. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
A good look from Young. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Number 1, the Celtics.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Now here's Risacher. The D's right on him. And that one, good. He's got 12.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And for Calgary, they're shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Love for 3. Can't hit it. His 7th miss in 9 attempts.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Holiday passes to Love. The three is up. The rebound by Jackson. Boston has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. It's blocked, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Into the lineup for your Nuggets, Chris Kaman, Trae Young.
36 seconds left in the second period. Outside Love. Risacher covering. Count it. Good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Boston has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. It's Jackson, high post. And the dunk by Jackson.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, already up 26 points as this... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everybody.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it...
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Boston Celtics. And that'll do it for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Without question, Zaccharie Risacher displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
We've got Kevin Love, Trae Young out there with Edwards, and it's Kaman in at the center position. And for the Celtics, Zaccharie Risacher out there with Jackson, then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Carter in at the point. Outside Love, fires the 3, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Outside Sharpe. Carter with it. The 3 from Risacher knocks down the triple. Risacher's got 15 points.
Risacher is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
Love for 3. Boston with a rebound.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
To the inside. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Calgary. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Pass to Sharpe. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you see right there the practice time Sharpe's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Risacher covering. There's Young with the 3. Calgary again can't hit.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Edwards, a pass to Young. Edwards, a screen on Carter. Calgary again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Pass to Risacher. Back to Carter. Over to the wing. Puts it up from 17. Misses off the left iron.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Young to halt the run. Sharp grabs the miss. Boston has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Carter with it, and that's Love picking him up defensively. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And Calgary making a change here. Bridges is checked in. A big group substitution here for Boston. That one's no good. Pass to Young. Outside Love. From deep. Can't hit that one.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Okoro. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Okoro's got his first basket.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot. But he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Owens. Here's Murray Boyles. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he trades another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
They're really working the paint now.
Now here's Young. 5 points in the game. Calgary again can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And they pick up 2.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Love to snap the cold streak. Owens grabs the board.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Pass to Murray Boyles. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Good work there as it goes. He's got 24.
They have no answer defensively inside.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Inside. An easy 2 on the layup.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And here's Young. 5 points in the game. And it's Love missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Wilson's checked in for Boston. Pass to Murray Boyles. With the floater. Rebounded by Calgary. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Tries to break his ice, and he sinks the layup. Give him 8.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
From deep three-point land, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Boston Celtics making... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Yeah, bring the house down, baby. New play. Net. New play. You got double. Back cross.
You got double.
Back up. Watch it.
You're flush that.
Here we go, attack. Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
And the foul.
Here we go.
Yep.
The ball.
Let's go dig. Don't wait.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Indiana. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, San Antonio down 4 spots from them.
I think for the Pacers, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Ball. Banchero is out there with Bay. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And for Indiana, they've got Kyle Korver. Embiid is out there with Elliott. Then there's Richardson. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Quickly looking it over. They get a hand on it. Elliott against Banchero. Elliott kicks to Richardson. Great defense that time from Banchero. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Banchero outside. Ball, a screen on Korver. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game. That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Banchero outside. Outside, Ball. From beyond the arc, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Elliott a screen on Ball. Here's Korver for 3. The layup missed. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball, the pass to Bay. Here's Quickley. Pass to Banchero. Outside, Ball. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for San Antonio. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Elliott a screen on Quickley. To the inside.
And he's ready to fight for it inside. Good work by Embiid there, just staying with it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And when you see Joel Embiid, a well-built 7-footer, the guy looks like a star. You throw in his skill, and you can imagine superstar in his future.
Michael Petrus is checked in for Indiana. And Embiid drops them both. San Antonio with the ball. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Quickly finds Ball. Rebound by Petrus. Indiana trailing here. He nails it for timeout.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And here is Ball. He has 6. Ball sets a screen for Banchero. Back to Ball. He kicks to Quickly. There's the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Quickly against Petrus. There's the triple. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Quickly the pass to Banchero. Ball with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Everybody get down. You must have got your dancing shoes at home. Let's see what you got.
While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. In 4th, the Spurs.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Here's Dillingham. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. And that one's good from Petrus.
He did a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
San Antonio trailing here. Stoudemire outside. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Embiid with the screen on Ball. Dillingham, no good. The Spurs have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Nesmith finds Ball. Back to Nesmith. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Here's Dillingham. He has yet to score. Pass to Porter. With 4 seconds on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Stoudemire. First trip to the line for him here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Free throw good. Porter. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Porter drops them both.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
No good that time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers out in front. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Buzelis. Neesmith is out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Stoudemire in at the 4 slot. Now here's Milton. Chalk up 2 there, and the Pacers lead by 1.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Back to McCain. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Stoudemire setting the pick for McCain. Back to Stoudemire. Nice D from Porter.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Down low, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Putting something extra behind it. Embiid would not be denied there.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Stoudemire with a screen on Milton. Took the opportunity when he saw it. McCain's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Get your cameras ready for the Pacers Hype Crew.
Indiana making some changes. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Michael Petras. And it's Richardson in for Shake Milton. The Spurs also changing it up. Banchero's checked in for Saric. Quickly comes in for Neesmith. And Ball subbed in for Jared McCain. Here's Richardson. Hasn't made one yet. That's to Abaji. Back to Richardson. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And Porter drops them both.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Pass to Buzelis. Now, quickly. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Left side, Ball. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Richardson against Ball. Porter kicks to Richardson. Back to Porter. Pass to Richardson. On the wing, Porter. Finished off by Porter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play
we should have a good one.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I thought they were elated with that win after going in as a huge underdog.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Pacers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the seventh. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And let's go to the sideline. Here's him.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Let's turn it up.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Number 1 is Joel Embiid. In the 3rd spot, Kyle Korver.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Right wing. Banchero inside, covered by Elliott. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Ball. Indiana leading. Richardson with it. Nothing on the board. Driving to the basket. Elliott passes to Richardson. There's a screen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And it's quickly missing.
What normally he makes that defense gets lucky there.
Embiid the screen. To the middle. It's deflected. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Elliott misses. Spurs trail by 4. And here is Neesmith. Quickly setting the pick for Banchero. Pass to Quickly. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
Really picked up a lot of assists in college. Banchero seeing those passing skills translate to the pros.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Pacers making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Dave's checked in. Beatrice against Quickly. Pekovic with a screen on Bay. He takes it in. Here's Richardson. Got it from 16 feet.
They really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Quickly. Back to Ball. Plenty of space. Rebounded by Elliott.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection. Just not the result you hope for.
He's defended by Bay. Pekovic with the screen on Bay. To the paint. And it's Pekovic missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Ball against Richardson. From downtown, that one's not going to go. San Antonio's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Covered by Pekovic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Pacers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Ball against Richardson. Pass to Elliott. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 1. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Jump line. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. The Raptors out in Toronto will go up against the Clippers. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time. And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. It's a 1-point game. Elliott is out there with Embiid. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Kyle Korver. That's the Pacers' foul. Lays it up and brings it in. 10 points for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ball, the pass to Banchero. Ball sets a screen for Banchero. Back to Ball. Banchero looking around for the tie. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's Richardson on the wing. Over Ball. And it falls over the rim and in. Richardson's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. out some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. In the third spot, Paolo Banchero.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Bay. And here is Quickly. Now Banchero. Ball surveying the defense. Over Richardson. Ball no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He's defended by Bay. Great defense that time from Banchero. Pass to Bay. Now here's Quickly. Here's Banchero. Outside, ball. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Quickly, that's for 2. And he knocks down the jumper. Quickly's got 7 points in the game.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Pass to Embiid. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Banchero? He's putting up 6 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
He's defended by Bay. Ball's knocked loose. Indiana again turning it over.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Embiid. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also, his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. Deflects the pass. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Lays it in off the breakaway. Elliott's got his second basket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Banchero outside. On the wing quickly. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pacers leading by 5. Richardson outside. He's defended by Bay. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Richardson, the bounce pass. The three-pointer is right on target. And now a 10-point Pacer lead.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Next answer. Aaron
For Richardson. Stoudemire's checked in for San Antonio. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Ball. Quickly finds Bay. Spurs passing it around. Here's Nesmith. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Porter a screen on quickly. Inside. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire. And so it's Indiana with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Elliott. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Stoudemire.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
And Indiana making a change here. Abaji's checked in. The free throw drops for Elliott. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Nesmith. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Assertive move by Embiid. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Indiana.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And it's off from three-point range. And yes, it's good. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Look out for San Antonio. Cruz Ellis is checked in for Bay, and Ball subbed in for Nesmith. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to McCain. To the left side wing. Sharch with the screen for Stoudemire. Back to McCain. Out to the right wing. Stoudemire, the screen. Cruz Ellis, no one around him. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Abaji. Covered by Sharch. Porter looking it over. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
It's just true artistry.
hit that. Hit it.
That's right. Let's go.
Pick it, Kevin.
Let's. That's.
Rebound. Rebound. I see him. I got him. I see him. Foul.
I got your help. Stoudemire. Corner. You got it.
Get there.
Yo, get him. Gotta be a playmaker, man.
Help out.
Pick him.
Don't get Chris. Watch the pitch. Get mine.
Go over it.
Screen.
Timeout.
And one. Ball. Screen. Switch.
Pick.
Shot. Screen.
Watch the coming. Switch.
Screen. Crash the boards.
Stay on it.
Oh, say does that star...
Grant. These are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jackson out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Gary Trent. Here's Heinrich. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, you just cannot let Sarr get that ball inside.
Now Melton. Jackson outside. Fires from deep. It's another three for Cleveland.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
There's the three. Fires in the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Give him 8.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Heinrich. Melton covers. Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Jackson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Well, that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
Here's Heinrich. Takes a three. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pure from three-point range.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Start moving with your mascot. Let's go.
And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Second, DeAndre Jordan.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Harper. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. He has 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Jackson outside. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Pistons trail by 5. Stewart, a screen on Melton. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Number 14.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson outside. 4-3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. Jackson outside. up and powers it through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Number 23, one shot.
As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Sarr misses.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 19 points in the game.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Stewart, a screen on Melton. They need this. Sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Jackson outside. Melton outside. Pass to Trent. Lets it go from the wing, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games no matter where you play.
A different look for Cleveland. Johnson comes in for Trent, and Hardaway subbed in for Melton. Jacks up a three, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Over to the left wing. Misses the three. Pistons trail by 7. There's the drive, and it's Jordan with the rebound. There's 45 seconds left now in the first quarter. Hardaway, the pass to Jackson. Puts up a three. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
They've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Pass to Sarr. And there's the foul. That's going to belong to Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game. Malawach is checked in for Cleveland. Bryant comes in for Jackson.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Shannon. Powell, a screen on Johnson. Here's Shannon. No good with the triple. 3 seconds left. And it's Cleveland with another.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Cleveland on top, up by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Nick Richards, and it's Pack in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Back to Hardaway. To the inside. Cleveland working the ball around now. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Maggette. Here's Pack. Here's Shannon. Off the mark there with a three.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Bryant, the pass to Haslam. Now here's Bryant. And here's Hardaway. They set the pick from downtown. Knocks it down from distance. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
To the paint. Pack gets the bucket.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Time now to give some credit to the teams that have been getting after it defensively since the All-Star break. The Cavs, fourth.
Back half of the year, they've been much more aggressive in creating turnovers, and their offense has really benefited.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Bryant outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Detroit. This, their first chance to take a look at Cleveland this season.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
Melton passes to Bryant. Connects from downtown. 27 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pistons trail by 14. Here's Heinrich. 13 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Bryant, the pass to Melton. Back to Bryant. Three-pointer. And the Cavaliers, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. The three is up. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Melton outside. Pass to Trent. Here's Melton. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Heinrich. No points yet. This one for three. Ooh, he He's found his rhythm, 7 for 10 and counting.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you, Brian.
You just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. Sars checked in for Richards, and it's Harper in for Shannon. Cleveland also making some changes. Jordan's checked in for Malawach, and it's Jackson in for Bryant. Now here's Trent, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Melton up top. Nails it from 3. Give him 30. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload and relocate and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Jackson's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Pistons trail by 18. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Here's Heinrich. No made baskets yet. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Cleveland leading by 15. Jackson outside. Launches it. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Harper. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. There's 14 seconds left to play in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. And so it's Cleveland feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. The Los Angeles Clippers will be playing against the Raptors in Toronto. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Heinrich. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. On the court right now for Cleveland. They've got Gary Trent. Jackson out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's DeAnthony Melton.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Launches a three. Hits the trifecta. 33 points for him.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Stewart, a screen on Trent. Pass to Heinrich. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Harper, guarded by Trent. Harper passes to Heinrich. For three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jackson surveying the D. Lets it fly. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been. And it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Stewart, a screen on Melton. Right wing. Plenty of space. That one's good for 2.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Jackson outside. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Yep, that one goes.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Cleveland leading by 19. Melton passes to Jackson. Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Melton outside. Jackson outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Cleveland working the ball around now. It's tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Shot clock at 3. Fires it from 18. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 22. Jackson outside. From behind the arc. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
I just love the ball movement.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Trent from the arc. He can't get it to go. And the Pistons shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Trent against Stewart. The three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in the game. Let's go with a 3. Jordan. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
Detroit calls timeout. Hardaway's checked in for Cleveland. And a look now at the breakdown between 3s and 2s for the Cavaliers.
And the 3 ball has been a huge part of their game plan. A great way to spread out a defense.
Pass to Maggette. Here's Heinrich, defended by Hardaway. Maggette, the pass to Sarr. Count the basket. Sarr's got 6 points.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Trent outside, uncovered. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's Heinrich. Still no points. Pass to Maggette. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The 3, Hardaway. The rebound by Detroit. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. All alone. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Jackson outside. Again, Cleveland scores.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot. Not one.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. And again, no good by Detroit. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 20-6 run. Hardaway, the pass to Trent. 3-pointer. Harper pulls it in. The Pistons have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Heinrich. Back to Sarr. Banked it in off the glass.
Get up on Hardaway! Oh, yeah. Hey, keep letting that fly, man. You got double back cross. Get on Robert.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Good take. Keep bringing that, baby. My shot's landing.
Post him up, Haslam.
Don't let Hardaway shoot it. I'll let let you do your thing, dog. Yep. Come on, close again.
Let's do it.
Match up Hardaway.
Central Florida. Stan, when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Clint Capella. Achua is out there with Edgecombe. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Orlando Magic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to D-Box. It's up a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. To the inside. And he slams it one-handed.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's Micic. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to D-Box.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Only the sixth player ever from the country of Georgia. Batadze is an inspiration, coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound. And he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
Pass to Edgecombe. Hits the three-point bomb.
The rookie providing the answer. All right, BJ.
Dragic looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Knipple wide open, and he fires. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. It's stolen by Ibaka. Outside Dragic. Cans it from downtown. 10 points in the game so far. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now Edgecombe. Last game he had 13.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And here's Dragic. Pass to Knipple. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Dragic. Releases. Grizzlies with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edgecombe. From outside, off the mark. Magic leading by 4. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Micic. Launches it. Goes back up. And it's Capella missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim, but came up empty.
to the right side. Kneppel with it. Still without a basket. Outside Dragic from outside the arc. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's ready to talk things through with them. Making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Ibaka. This Thompson in for Goran Dragic. Memphis also making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Micic. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 7. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. For 3, Westbrook. And Scola pulls it down.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Achua. A dunk by Achua.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Kneppel. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Quite simply, you need to run Kneppel off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Took him no time at all on that ball. 12 points for him.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
46 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Westbrook. That's short off the rim. Magic leading by 8. Pass to Kneppel. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
That's his shot. When Kneppel gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
He's covered by Thompson. Down low, here's Achua. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Achua's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Clarkson finds Thompson. Three-pointer on the way. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Puts one up from 19. And another basket for Memphis.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
To the wing right side. Pass to Bogdanovic. There's the screen. Westbrook passes to Kristich. Nurkic with the block. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. Amen Thompson, fourth.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Yeah, so much of it comes down to effort and energy. You can be any size, well, practically any size, and make a big difference on the glass.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's stolen by Ibaka. Poke loose. Edgecombe with the steal. Pass to Bogdanovic. To the paint. Now Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis moving that ball around. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
He's checked in for Memphis. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kristich passes to Micic. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean looks.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Achua. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Micic. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. For the three, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ibaka outside. Back to Dragic. Thompson sets the pick for Dragic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Micic. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, listen to the other court. Come on and get loud for your Lakers yesterday.
Knuckles checked in for Amen Thompson. And Memphis also making his switch. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Kristich. Now here is Ibaka. Outside Dragic. Down low. Shots good by Divac. Divac has got his first points of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Micic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 13.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second. No good from Dragic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Three-pointer gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
It's good from long range.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
And that one misses.
Something to like about Con Knueppel is how he thinks the game. Tremendous court awareness for a young player.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Fires from deep. The shot that time, not on target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis out in front, ending the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, get warmed up and get ready for your pocket fight. Arena Entertainment.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Baca is out there with Divac. Then it's Knueppel. Then there's Dragic. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. For the 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Magic shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Knippel. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Fifth, Goran Dragic.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Now Edgecombe. Here's Micic. Pass to Edgecombe. And another miss by Memphis.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 22.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Screen by Ibaka. Misses the 3.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss at the half.
Pass to Micic. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Capella with a screen on Dragic. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. Hey, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
Look at Serge Ibaka, some stats on him. How he did last season. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And you don't finish top 3 in blocks unless you're truly inspired. He combined supreme hustle with keen awareness. You've got to love this guy. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Micic. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Here's Achua. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Here's Micic. Still yet to score. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Orlando. The trade. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Memphis making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Dragic the pass to Serbiak. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's a screen by Achua. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And it's a 3-point Memphis lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Kneppel. And the 3 off target.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Outside Bogdanovich. Edgecombe with it. Back to Bogdanovich. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Kneppel. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Micic. Bogdanovich wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter. Dragic the pass to Serbiak. Back to Dragic. In the corner, Kneppel with it. From outside the arc, the Grizzlies pull it in. Cabela's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Bogdanovich, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
First one falls. And he makes both free throws. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. Ending the third quarter with a massive 16-6 run. We've got more in store. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Westbrook against Clarkson. Nurkic with the block. to Clarkson. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 27.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Williams is checked in for Orlando. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Orlando trailing here. Thompson looking for an opening to take the lead. Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
By Stoa. A three from Bogdanovich. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Thompson for three. A shot, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Westbrook dishes to Kristich. Off target at the rim. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
That's a smart pass in close quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Out to the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Westbrook. On the triple.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remained red hot from deep.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Evans is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Baca comes in for Luis Stoll. Knipples checked in for Thompson. And it's Dragic in for Williams. The three, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. There's a screen by Achua.
Magic foul. Number 30. First personal foul. First team foul.
Capella, the pass to Micic. There's a screen by Achua. To the wing on the left. No good from outside. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Knippel. Another miss by Orlando.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
Knippel setting the pick for Dragic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Micic. Wide open look. And right on target with the swish. 32 points in the game.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Outside Dragic. Launches it. Cleared away by Capella.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
There's a screen by Achua. It's off.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Outside Dragic. From outside. Cleared away by Capella.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Make some noise.
And here's Dragic. From deep. Doesn't get that one.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now here's Dragic.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by the Grizzlies.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Micic. Shoots it up. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Outside Dragic. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Ibaka outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Down he goes for 3. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Micic. So it's Memphis picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.